Hi, this is Paul, and in this video we're going to explore the superuser rights in the rotas part of the website. So we're going to sign in as Mrs. Black, who is a church warden and the manager of the whole website. So we sign in as manager, and the password 123 for all the users in this demo site. And we will see straight away that she can see the rotas that others can see, and she can also see site administration that others can't see. So normal volunteers can't see this. So in these rotas, just like anyone else, she can volunteer for certain duties. She might say, for example, on Easter Day, I will do the first reading, since I'm already over there doing the church warden duties. She can remove herself from future duties, and she can edit the notes, so just like any other user. However, the first thing to note is that next to her name up here in the top right, Mrs. Black, she can change and become a different user. So she can become Mr. Smith, for example, and she then sees the web page just like Mr. Smith would, and can allocate him into various duties. He could do the first reading on the 18th of March, for example, there. Let's do that. We're waiting for a slow website. There we go. Mr. Smith is now down to do the 18th of March first reading. So she, as a multi-user, can fill in the gaps that other users haven't volunteered to do. That's the first superuser right. The second one is she's an editor as well. So under service duties, she can click on edit, and she can now come in and edit the details of the services. So for example, she might say, yes, on the 25th of March, I'll go and edit this line here. It won't be the Reverend Green, it'll be the Reverend Smith, for example. Taking that service, save changes, and the 25th of March is now down as Reverend Smith. There we have it. So she can edit the services, she can delete them, and she can add a new one below. So for example, we might go and add a new one below the 1st of April, ready for the following week. So that will be April the 8th, and it will be a service at 11 o'clock in the morning. There we go. We've done that. It's week, what's it going to be, week 4? Week 2. Not week 222, any of those others. Service, HC, Holy Communion, and we require all the duties, so we can just toggle them all on and off like that. The readings I'll put in later because we don't know them yet. Save changes, and you'll see that new service has appeared at the bottom. Maybe a quicker way to create a new service would be to copy an existing one. So it might be on week 3 we want to copy this parish communion here. So that's row number 13. So we copy row number 13 below row 44. Copy. And we've got an exact copy of that one up there, which we can obviously go and edit the date because it's not the 18th of March. So we now go and edit that line. Change the date to, what's it going to be? The 3rd Sunday in April. There we go, the 15th at 11 o'clock. So it's that quick and easy. Reverend Green obviously would change the readings, but we'll leave them as they are for the moment for this video, and you can see that service is now down there. So as an editor, we could go and delete that one if we wanted to. Click on that little red cross over there and permanently delete with no undo. No, we won't actually do it in this case, but you could. So we cancel, go back, and you can add new lines, you can edit existing lines, or you can delete lines, and you can specify which duties are required. So non-edit mode takes you back. We're still signed in as Mr. Smith, remember, or looking at it as Mr. Smith. Finally, we go back to the home page. We've got the other rota here, flowers and cleaning, and you can see that Mr. Smith can't do flowers or cleaning. So there we go. So we go back to the home page, and we will now look at site administration. This is the other superuser right that Mrs. Black has. First thing is she can see who's been signing into the website. Just a very simple who signed in and when. And you can see it month by month. In this case, we still only see February. She can lock the site. Locking the site means that any users that are signed in can't make any further changes, and in fact get kicked out of the site with a message saying that the site's under maintenance, come back later. And So she can then go and create all the new services for next month, for example, without risking somebody going and making changes. Unlocking the site opens it up again. And the final thing that she can do is she can edit users. So by editing users over here, you can see who the different users are for this website and the rights that they have. So she can go, for example, and she can edit the priest's line and change his password 1234. Example. Save changes, and that has now changed the password for the priest signing in. Obviously, you can delete users. You can add a new user if you wanted it in a certain order. You can add them below, and then you can go and change the roles that they can do. So it might be that this volunteer 2, who can do the readings, flowers, and the cleaning, can now do prayers as well. Wants to do prayers as well. So we can put that in, and there we have those rights there. You can see over here the super users. So the priest, for example, the Reverend Green, is not a site administrator and therefore can't see users and their passwords, but is an editor, can add services, edit the details about services, and is a multi-user. So the Reverend Green can go and fill in the gaps for duties if the manager, Mrs. Black, doesn't get round to doing it. So there you are. You can create your own users and give them super user rights, and you can specify which roles they can fulfill. And that really is it for the managing the website. So it's fairly easy. We'll log out, and thank you very much for watching this video.